When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Terrapins will put total weather and will get started. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the Rutgers Scarlet Knights offense will start this game off with the football. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very... They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards.
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. They'll run this play from the pistol. The give to the back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. The Scarlet Knights are marching down the field. Keeping it on the ground with the single back.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Caught in the backfield, it's Murray. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space, it's Thomas. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Wolf. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Scarlet Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll power it inside with the fullback. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Scarlet Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Scarlet Knights are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He's looking to pass. They've got the screen set up. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. And the Scarlet Knights are threatening on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! Fitted in the window for the score.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
Rutgers 7, Maryland 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Ferguson. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Terrapins offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to throw, it's Washington. Got him downfield. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Gets it past the marker. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Terrapins will hustle to the line.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
These guys have taken some serious lumps in Big Ten play, and I want to see if they've become demoralized.
Yeah, I think you're going to find out a lot about their mental toughness here in this game because at the start of the season, they were hoping to compete in Big Ten play. They've had some bounces not go their way. They've had some guys get injured. And now is the time in this game right here that you can turn it around by getting a win.
And it's hard. Obviously, such a difficult conference. The Big Ten, you got to bring your A game so many times or else you do get beat. You've had some setbacks. Now, how are we going to finish? We've talked about this season. We've talked about what we want to do, and we might not be living up to expectations, but we can control finishing strong.
And this one splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. The Scarlet Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Little touch pass to the receiver. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. He's at the 40, at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Rutgers.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
14, Maryland 3.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Ferguson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Going with the counter play here. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's see what they've got on second down. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. First play of the period will be a second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Leads it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And the Terrapins will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Grab behind the line. It's Murray. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. And the Scarlet Knights, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to throw on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Rutgers. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. He tries to take the top off. Makes the grab on the right. Off and running. The 10. Touchdown, Maryland! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got a man, it's Wolf. Guys, let's talk just for a second about Rutgers. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out of... games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number 1 on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw again. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. And they add add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Rutgers 28, Maryland 10.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Terrapins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Washington. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. And the Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Using the quick game. Oh, what a move. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He might want another play. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. UAB is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 4 over Tulane. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Quickly complete. Gets it out just short of the 20, out of bounds at the 19-yard line, and a little more room to operate.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Got his man. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Terrapins decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll try to get the edge on the left. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Scarlet Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying play action. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
Rutgers 42, Maryland 10.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw. It's Washington. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. And the Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He only needs a sliver of daylight. There he goes. Open it up. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Rutgers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And the extra point splits the uprights. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half.
Maryland 10.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Got the quick completion. And they pick up just a few on that completion. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Washington. And that one's incomplete.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Got his man. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Hit as he throws. Complete in the middle. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Looking to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Howard. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. The Terrapins will call on their punt team.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Going for the big play. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Sticks it in his belly. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Nothing went right in that 1st half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. And the Terrapins send out the punt unit. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He gets a block. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
And here's the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17. The Terrapins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Tackle is made at the 23. Let's call it a 5-yard pickup. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Washington. Quick strike complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. And the Terrapins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Takes it on the shot. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The kick is on its way. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Makes a move. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. Caught over the middle. It's Ferguson. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rutgers. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Going to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Pulls it and fires to the left. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Washington. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a spot in the middle. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. And the Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. Caught in the backfield. It's Ferguson. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. Looking to buy time. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under fire. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
I know we're in the 3rd quarter, but because they're trailing like they are, they're right now in 4-down mode every single drive. You throw an incompletion down in the red zone, this is a no-brainer. They're going to be throwing it again, and we'll see if the defense can step up here.
And it's right down the boulevard. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Scarlet Knights come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Leaves it with the back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Ross. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Thomas. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. And the Scarlet Knights kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The give to the back. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll ride the hot hand. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Got it set up on the outside. Across the 25, he's got room. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air, it's Hicks. Rushes on him. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Grabbed behind the line, it's Need. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Caught, close to the marker, it's Ferguson. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. Takes the handoff. It's Need. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They get to him as he throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Terrapins will punt this one away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the...
Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. Got enough for the first. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. He got a step and just dusted the field. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. UAB is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They are up by 7 over Tulane. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Terrapins come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Back to throw, it's Hicks. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Terrapins will line up to punt it away. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
On the move. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. The offense changing the play. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Scarlet Knights getting set on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Throwing right. Zips it out to his man. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Scarlet Knights look to keep this drive humming. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
84, Maryland 13.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Picks his way ahead, pickup of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to throw, it's Hicks. Fires to the big fella. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Got rid of it just in time. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Here's the pressure. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. To the air on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Marshall. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He's got the back in the middle. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. And it's no good. He missed it. Hoping to cut into that lead, and they did not. The lead is huge.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Unloads it downfield. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the 4th quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the...
Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. On 4th down, going to the air. He'll pull it down. There he goes. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments.